Are you frustrated trying to decorate your house every single holiday season, get the lights up, crawling up on the roof, doing all kinds of dangerous work just for other people's enjoyment? I might have found the best solution, and it's gonna be awesome. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. Today we are talking about holiday lighting and specifically more catered to like the Christmas season, but these are not limited to just Christmas. Now, I have spent a lot of years doing that thing where you put up the Christmas lights and then you gotta take them down and then you gotta put them up again only to find out half of them are broken. And then you gotta go and buy more strings of lights and all that. It gets really expensive and it's a pain in the butt. Nobody likes a make work project. That's exactly what setting up for Christmas seems to be. And up here in Canada, it's cold, it's snowy, and it's dangerous. If you wait too long, you have to be thinking about Christmas lights in September so that you can get them up, or else you're up on your roof covered in snow. I'm sure people die every year trying to decorate for Christmas. Well, I am sick of it and I decided there's gotta be a better way. So I started looking on Amazon and I found these. Now these are LED floodlight outdoors, 800 watt equivalent with 8,000 lumens, a smart RGB landscape lighting with app control, and they are RGB, so they can be any color you want. There are a lot of RGB lights on Amazon. There's a lot of different options. I looked at a lot of different options. I ended up settling on these for a number of reasons. First of all, ease of installation. So I wanted like some eaves trough lighting, ones that you can put underneath the eaves trough. They definitely needed to be RGB because I didn't want to be limited to just Christmas. So if they were just like blue or red or something like that, it was no good. I had to be able to pick the colors that I wanted. So I ended up going with these because they are a floodlight style. So I need to only mount one light and I can cover a huge area. So I bought, in my personal case, so this is a 2-pack, and I bought 3 2-packs. So I had 6 total lights, which is enough to cover the whole front of my house. So while it was still warm out and while the roof was still clear, my son and I went up and we installed these lights. Now I'm gonna show you exactly what it looked like when we were done the installation so you can see the results that you can get, but unfortunately I wasn't filming when we did the install, so I just have to explain it. So I mapped out my house, divided it up into 6 pieces. So on my house I have 4 lights, and on my garage, which is front facing, I have 2 lights. I got the spacing where I wanted it. I screwed it up to the bottom of the front edge of the eaves trough. I can show you a quick picture and some video of that so you can see how they were installed. And I went for the reverse down lighting scenario. So I've turned the lights so they're facing the house. They light up the house and a bit of the ground in front. Then it was time to program the app. Now the app is called BR Mesh. It's downloadable on the Play Store and the App Store. So you can use it on iPhone or Android, and it connects through Bluetooth to the lights. Now this is gonna be important because the lights are not Wi-Fi enabled. So you can't turn your lights on when you're away from home. But that's not a big deal because there is a timer option. I'll talk a bit about that in a minute. But once the lights were all set up, they just plug into a regular 120 volt outlet. So as long as you can plug them into the wall or whatever, you're okay. In my case, what I did was ran an extension cord up. A lot of people have on their house a plug that has a light switch inside your house for. So you can just plug it like what I did. I plugged an extension cord into that, went up onto the roof of the house, and then ran extension cords to where one of each of these lights were, and then I just plugged it in. So they're all plugged into an extension cord. We just don't flip the switch off. You need to leave the switch on, and that will come into the timer settings in a minute. Now you can go and set all kinds of different scenes. You can have just one particular color. You can adjust the brightness, and you can pick any color you want. You actually have an RGB color wheel, and you can pick any color you like and change all of the lights that color or only one light if you want. So you can have each light a different color. You can have staggering colors. You can have them fade on and off and fade between colors. There's a lot of pre-selected modes. Christmas is one of those modes. Halloween is coming up, and we'll just turn them all orange and make the house orange, and everybody will know, hey, that's a Halloween house. If it's somebody's birthday and their favorite color is purple, you can light the house up purple and say, hey, happy birthday, I lit the house up for you. There's so many options that it offers, and it just makes things so much nicer than trying to go with Christmas lights. Now it's time to show you what they look like. I've probably been flashing some of the scenes on here while we do this edit, just so you can see what I'm talking about, but let's run through some of the settings that we have. Here is a full color fade, so it'll just fade through the RGB spectrum. You can see the lights get beautiful, just complete and full lighting. There are some hot spots. The camera really makes the hot spots look bigger than they are. When you're just out there looking at it, you don't see them so much. It's just the way the camera captures the light. But you can see the house just lights up so beautifully, and then it'll just cycle through. You can adjust the cycle time. This is how I normally have the house, just with straight white. Now my house is a pale green, a really light green, so it's not gonna show like white as true white. If your house is a different color, you can still make it light up that color. That garage door there is very green. Normally this is how I have the house lit up. This is at about 50% brightness as well, so it's not as bright as it can go, but it really lights up the house, and it makes it look, in my opinion, it makes it look really nice. You can highlight full colors, so this one, we've got it all purple right now. And then here it is doing like a purple and blue fade, so it's not really a fade, it's more of like a flash. And again, the hot spots are not that hot. They look hot because of the way the camera captures the image, but if you turn the brightness down, then you get hot spots, but if you turn it up, they're so bright that it's a nice uniform complete light. And then here you can see this is like a Christmas fade, so this would be green and red, and it just flashes between green and red and green and red. That's very festive, it's very Christmassy. Maybe that's not your style. Maybe you want to do a little bit more fancy, so you can see here I programmed each light individually to fade between either green and blue or red and blue. So you see the house goes all blue sometimes, and then there's a little bit of green there, or it goes red and green fade. You can set each light individually to, every time they're turned on, do what you set it to do. So you can get some really fun and funky color schemes going. You're not limited to just one or two colors. You have a lot of options. Here it is in total pitch black, where it's just fading between different colors. I have sped up the fade. You can adjust. You can adjust the fade to go slower or faster. I just wanted to get through a bunch of different cycles so you could see it fade through. You can see this is pitch black. The whole house is lit up very, very bright. It makes it a lot safer for people who are coming to your house. Something fun that you can do if you're selling something on Facebook Market or Kijiji or on Craigslist, or even if you have like a Uber driver coming, or you've got Skip the Dishes showing up, or Uber Eats, or whatever it is, DoorDash, whatever it is, you can put a special instructions in the delivery instructions to say, come to the purple house, the glowing purple house, or the glowing blue house, or whatever. If you have friends coming over and they haven't been to your house in a while, this actually happened to me. I had a guy coming over, he says, hey, I'm looking for your house, I can't find it. And I'm like, it's easy, my house is glowing. If you see a glowing white house, it's mine. And he's like, oh yeah, I do see a glowing house. I'm like, good, that's it, right? Because no one else on your street is lit up quite as much as we are. You know, in time, they might see this video. They might be like, holy crap, those are awesome. Now you've seen how awesome these lights are. You can get them right now. They're selling for $90 for a 2-pack. That's so cheap. It's like $45 per light. It's very inexpensive. Now, I will link in the description where you can get them. I will warn you that sometimes the price goes up. I've seen them as high as about $130 for the 2-pack. But make sure you follow the link to the ones that I send you to, because I have seen some other knockoff ones that are not as bright and don't have as much functionality. So I looked at a lot of different brands. There's a few copycats out there. These are the best, they are the brightest, and they work really, really awesome. One other thing that I'm planning to do, you saw in the pictures, I've got those giant evergreens in my front yard. I actually have 2 more of these lights that once we're gonna set up for Christmas, I will actually throw them down on the ground, shining up at the tree. And I'm gonna light that tree up with lights as well to make it really bring our front yard to life. The beauty of this is you can set them up once, you can leave them up year round, you don't have to take them down or anything, because you can use them for a lot of different scenarios, not just Christmas. If it's Valentine's Day, make your whole house pink. If it's like St. Patrick's Day, light it up green. You can change the color of your house to match the season, match whatever's going on. And you only have to set these up once. So far, they've been amazing. I've actually been running them for a couple months now. I wanted to tell you guys about them before Christmas really comes and before people fully get set up into Christmas decorations and stuff. If you like this idea, tell me what you think in the comments. Are you gonna give it a try? Are you gonna buy a couple of these and install them? Are you gonna share this with your friends and and see if they want to try it too. These are really exciting. There's a lot of cool things that we're doing with LEDs these days, and this is just one more example of what can be done with some awesome LEDs. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video. We'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.